Only one in the room who cares, so we...
A lot of people talk to themselves, I feel like. That's perfectly normal, right?
Is that a conversation or a monologue?
Depends on how many characters are inside your head.
That's actually a very fair point. Great.
Sir? TI-12 main stage upper bracket, by the way, in case you're wondering why we're having a podcast right now.
All right. Dead in the water. We're done. It's called what it's called. It's a great name for the spell. All right. We have a call and a dunk.
Beautifully done. So another dunk from the side of Collapse and Team Spirit.
All right.
Oh, we're going to see the harpoon being put to good use here from Nisha. Inkswell's coming for him, though. The Yule's dodging a bit here. Collapse is finally going to get off that call, but he doesn't really have that much of a backup here. It's just the Phoenix. Zania, okay, they're going to be able to blink away. Another harpoon coming into a skewer back into the fray, and Egg is placed, but Collapse, he actually gets the call. He's going to be able to get the dunk out. He does! They actually canceled the RP, thinking they wouldn't need it. And now Insania might die as a result, but no, here comes the big back spin, and finally they take out Axe. But it's going to cost them 3 overall from the side of Liquid. Deadshot connects onto Maposhka. Looks like they'll at least...
That style doesn't work. If you don't find that exact type of fight, you're playing Spirit's game.
Liquid, Satanic
this is
now
what they want to do.
For Nisha. To go. Will they find each other, though, as Roche? We can see we'll be up in the third second.
Here.
That shield room, he's going to get the initiation up onto the spin with the Sunray coming in for the egg as well. It's Nisha looking for the RP potential. He's going to be able to skewer a couple away. Someone fall. There's the right click to command, but McKay's extremely low. He will fall. The anchor comes out along with the Ravage as well, but that's a dead Nisha. Already 2 cores dead for Liquid. And this is looking very, very bad for them as Zai stuck between a bunch of brambles will eventually be brought down as well. 3-0, make it 4 as that chop potentially brings this game to an end as Insania onto the high ground in his base. Will be the lone survivor. For people that have been watching a lot of Dark Willow, that was kind of cathartic to watch her die in that manner. Kited horribly. But it is a very valuable pick. We've seen it as core a lot of the time, but the fact that it can be flexed between...
Okay, Mickey is in.
Okay. Yes, Nisha on the sideline uses the harpoon as well. RP coming out. He's only on 1 though. Kunkka is super healthy. Yataro's still ready to go on the outskirts of this calling though. Kunkka getting a bit low. He's going to have that cheese to be able to stay alive. There's a soulbind onto 2. This is going to turn into anything. The big Ravage coming onto 3. They will find Laurel in the end. The Liquid off to a pretty good start. But can Spirit try to capitalize? Dark Will is still dead from earlier, so just like that, it's a 3v5, but still Aegis intact for Spirit. There's the call, re-aggression from Collapse. Yataro coming in with that silver edge. Gonna get skewered to the other side, though. Can he Arnold time away? No, it's gonna be veered to the other side, and that is the Aegis down. They will get Zai. Zania, looks like he'll be able to TP out, so it cost them the Aegis. I mean, considering how this game is going, that's not that. And they're going to be able to get out without losing a single member of their team. See how disciplined they want to be. Because they don't know that Zai doesn't have buyback, I believe. Right. 700 gold off, so it's not time related.
Collapse is going to blink call the wave.
Yep, very important to do that with the Agnes Scepter because it applies Battle Hunger to everybody. Mickey trying to keep him at bay. There's a skewer in from Nisha onto the Kunkka. Laurel in a bit of trouble. Nice egg with the Sunray, going to keep him quite healthy. But look at the damage being applied from Team Spirit. They're just destroying Liquid. And Boxy on the outskirts. GG's called. And Team Spirit completely dominate game number 1.
Yeah, that was just world class. I don't really know what else to say.
Used to see a lot of Shadow Blades on Spirit Breaker.
Spirit Breaker can buy Silver Edge, but it's a little bit awkward because your initial attack obviously has to be melee. You have to charge through, so you're at the mercy of vision and potential counterplays.
And Boxy gonna dodge the roll, unbeknownst to him. Nisha gets off that Rolling Thunder, now Collapse stuck inside the calling right now. Looks like that's gonna be a freebie for Liquid. Nice turnaround, and another strike going to be applied to the Phoenix. Maposhka dives away, very low HP, takes a full swashbuckle with the shield crash to follow here.
Oh, nice headshot.
Laurel able to get the initiation off onto Nisha, but the heals coming out from Insania. Will it actually be enough? They're going to take out the Pugna first. Got that Butler. Now the chase is on. Probably a 2-for-1 right now is Yatoro. Ready to go. Mickey running out of mana though. As you can see, the ult from that Shadow Demon applied to Zai. He just can't do anything. A nice place calling though. It's not going to be enough to save out Mr. Zai. Triple kill for Laurel. As Mickey Gonna potentially go for some more, but
clipping him on the edge of the Ravage and Sunray, that would have been a kill without Insania's save, and sure, they get him in the end, but it made them overextend so much further. Liquid come in and get quite a bit of a cleanup, and this could open the door for the high ground. Obviously, Aegis down, so you need to be a little bit careful on Mickey not to overcommit. This time around, there won't be a Ravage.
Time out down 40 seconds. Tier 3 tower down, base exposed. Collapse jumps in to get the anchor. Looks like it was Lotus to him instead. Another fortification. That's the last one for a while here from Spirit's side. This time on the Nether Blast. See that Deso just doing absolute work. That is a melee racks down. As Collapse wants to go a little bit further, another 15 seconds for that. Oh, that's a very precarious spot. Trying to get to the high ground. He's going to get disrupted instead. You can see Laura going in with that BKB and the Blade Mail as well. Still a lot of damage being applied, but no kills as of yet.
Spectre about to spawn with a Shadow Step here.
Indeed, they just need a little bit of vision. Laurel trying to provide that onto Boxy. They've got to get something out of this, and they will. It's just the support. They lose their melee racks.
Quite a bit of a cleanup, and this could open the door for the high ground. Obviously, Aegis down, so you need to be a little bit careful on Mickey not to overcommit. This time around, there won't be a Ravage.
Time out down 40 seconds. Tier 3 tower down, base exposed. Collapse jumps in to get the anchor. Looks like it was Lotus to him instead. Another fortification. That's the last one for a while here from Spirit's side. This time on the Nether Blast. See that Deso just doing absolute work. That is a melee racks down. As Collapse wants to go a little bit further, another 15 seconds for that. Oh, that's a very precarious spot. Trying to get to the high ground. He's going to get disrupted instead. You can see Laura going in with that BKB and the Blade Mail as well. Still a lot of damage being applied, but no kills as of yet.
Spectre about to spawn with a Shadow Step here.
Indeed, they just need a little bit of vision. Laurel trying to provide that onto Boxy. They've got to get something out of this, and they will. It's just the support. They lose their melee racks. Cost them dearly.
Yeah, has that? Okay, have you seen a pro game with
Not one. Not one.
Okay.
I feel like of all people, I would have heard about it, so I'm just going to assume that it's never happened.
Maybe that needs to be a little bit easy to make, or
good. Just make it good, please. Zai is now level 25. Yep. He's got a Stormcrafter. That's some nice move speed and mana.
Goes for the 20% greater bash chance here, so now up to 37. He's decent attack speed as well with his Silver Edge.
He was broken by the creep temporarily. That's going to be broken by the counter step, but he's actually going to use his ult onto the other side. Beautifully done. They kill off Nisha right off the bat, and Zai, he's left kind of alone, but Mickey standing on the outskirts. The egg is placed with that Sunray being applied. Zai will charge away. In the end, it looks like only one will be lost, although the chase is not completely over. Still a pretty damn big kill for Spirit. Back, and the later this game goes, the more comfortable I'm saying that their lineup is just better, paper at least, but a lot.
Breaker's always such a wild card, but yeah, in this game, in this game at the very least, there are solutions that. Let's see.
Oh my God! Collapse! Oh, he turns into stone though. Nicely done. He's actually going to live as a result, but it's going to cost Carl his life. Oh boy, that is not worth trading a position 2 for a 3 and a 5 now. Spirit down a 3v5, and they're going to lose more than just that range racks.
Did Mickey double crit there or something?
Couldn't tell you.
Tide almost instantly died. That was ridiculous, and that's okay. Well, we have all our theory crafting going about how late can this game go. Well, if you lose 2 heroes like that without buyback, you're going to get mega now. I don't think Spirit have any hopes of defending this without... Oh, actually, Earth Spirit buyback did come up, so maybe you could go for some sort of a hold with 4 heroes here, but this is going to be really, really difficult.
Yeah, sure is. The Ravage to start. There's the buyback as well. The egg with the Sunray. In addition, Zai. They actually deleted Mickey. Somehow locked him down 100 seconds without their Weaver now. Can Liquid get away without any other casualties, though? Boxy is going to get anchored. He's going to have to fight his way out of this one. Looks like Zai wants to continue on. He gets off the charges. Lars will have his BKB. BKB's galore, in fact. There's the Rolling Thunder from Nisha with the roll-up. Being used to lock several heroes down from Spirit, but they do lose their support in the end. Nice roll onto the high ground. Finds Insania. Eon Disc will just delay the inevitable. So 3 kills in favor of Spirit. They defend here. Despite having 2 cheeses in the Aegis, we have We have seen a lot of high grounds get punished.
Yep. And Yatoro is huge. It's worth keeping in mind. This is a level 26 Spectre with 6 slots. There's still a bit of room to grow, but he is very, very strong. Wants to finish his Abyssal Blade, and then we're maybe replace the treads, and then we're at the maximum output.
He has Nullifier and Bloodthorn.
Yeah, he can kill this Pugna very fast. Can kill anyone really fast, essentially, if they just find the Ravage opener. Liquid are very cognizant of that fact. Let's let the Nether Blast do the step by step.
Yeah, you'd think that with the Dark Willow we saw the other day. Basically a trebuchet from global range. He still loses the game. There's the Ravage. He's going to try and put everything onto Mickey. That's just the Aegis, though. He is surrounded. Zai coming with the charge. Nisha with the Rolling Thunder as well. The egg is placed. You Spirit, or Liquid actually want to stick around. They used a couple of ults just to kind of be able to fight this. Is Zai able to charge out with that Refresher. Boxing to pop his ult, trying to apply as much pressure as possible, but now he's in no man's land. He's going to use the Refresher shard that we were really theory crafting.
Ah, yes, the Refresher Pike that we all thought was going to be.
Oh, dear. So Aegis,
all right,
shard gone.
Yep. Do hold on. Collapse refreshed his Ravage and didn't have mana.
Giant's Ring, Heart, Aghanim Scepter. Boy, indeed. Chanel with a double damage bottled. They can hold on to this for the next Roche off. Could be in the next minute. That would be huge.
Love the placement from Zai here. He's Breaker, waiting for any well to maybe pounce. He will go here.
Yep, there's a charge to start things out for Zai. Looking for another strike, but the disruption is there. He's going to get cleansed now. He's already at half HP. He's going to pop his Refresher, try to get away. The Rolling Thunder is now in with Nisha. Do too much damage, focusing all their efforts on the Laurel, who's kind of on the sideline. He's going to turn himself into stone to stay alive. They lose the Shadow Demon, though. Now the roll away from Laurel. Being pursued by Mickey, who still has double damage. Collapse! Almost gets insta-give, and now the charge is there to try to finish him off, and he does so successfully. Will buy back 2 members of Spirit with still with their ultimate, so Ravage is still available. Looks like they're going to be able to sacrifice Insania here. Yataro's kind of all alone. Insania now. BKB, okay. Will he die? The Nullifier's there to finish him up with Yataro. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? You're getting surrounded yourself. The Deadshot, he's stuck inside the trees, and he is dead. 100 seconds of no Spectre. The Ravage finally comes out. So 2 members of Liquid do die, but they're Ancient exposed from the Spirit side.
He was zoning 3 heroes for like 10 seconds.
And Mickey looking to get the rest of the buildings here to ensure victory in this game number 2 for Team Liquid. 2 buybacks now from Liquid's side. Mega creeps in their favor, and now it's a 5 versus 3 without the carry from the side of Spirit. The Ancient being exposed. All they have to do is right-click that with that Desolator until his GGs are called. This series is going to Game 3, which I'm glad to see because it deserves it.
It's just beautiful Dota, you know, they're rotating very well around each other. They're bringing the right numbers to get the kills. Very clearly tell that both teams kind of have identified that in this game, that style is what's going to be.
And Zai's going to get caught out by the Avalanche. Inkswell to follow. It's just a perma-stun with the toss. Just incredible.
Mickey is probably in trouble too here, maybe.
Gets silenced. Laura continues to pursue. Does not have the Avalanche quite yet.
He's dead.
Taro's there with the Shikuchi, and down goes another core for Liquid. All they lose on the Spirit side is the support, at least for now. Tricks the trade. Nisha, the Blink Strike away as Laurel getting relatively low, so Nisha could try to finish this off. Santa getting some right clicks before its inevitable end, and they're able to take out Laurel in the end, which is much needed for them as well as Yataro. Time lapses to get some HP back, looking for Insania. A couple more right clicks are enough. Puts down his ult, but it's not going to do that much. Smoke screen a little bit too late as well. Attempted TP from Yataro. The damage! Not there! Yataro lives. Again.
That was
around a lot.
He's under attack.
It's helped his game tremendously. Level 10 right now. For another, but Collapse can
middle
feel
tower is under attack.
Daytime again. Taro has his Dragon Lance, going to go for the Deso, so Laurel, he's going to be spotted. Static Storm inside that kinetic field. Mickey is here as well. Do they have the damage to take out Laurel? He's going to get glimpsed back into Zai's arms with that Thunderclap. He's going to get tossed away, though. Already lost their grip stroke to start. The Primal Split is there from Zai. They take out Laurel. So 2 big kills for Liquid. They're going to lose their Dark Willow in the process. Is Yotaro coming with the Shikuchi as well? Swarm onto several heroes. This is going to be a lot of damage if they don't take this off. As Collapse getting pursued now by Mickey, going to get glimpsed back and will die on the cliff. Insania gets right-clicked down into Oblivion by Yotaro, attempting to TP out again. Can he do it again? Yes! How many times is he going to get away with this? GameCube had God mode activated.
The Spectre team, obviously, even being behind, can find a big fight, but the writing on the wall here is that the next winner of a fight will probably get Roche too. So got to be very, very cautious with how you pick your fights, and vision is really the deciding factor in this game. One team playing with the Riki to find heroes and set up his team for success, the other team with a Night Stalker with a gem, and Invoker, of course, and Ghostwalk. Formation, I mean, you got to react real fast when these drop out of invisibility.
Silver Edge for Laurel, so they have the break to take out Mickey.
Yep.
There will be the action.
They're both skating.
Yep, he pops his BKB, but he's already at half health. Gets off the avalanche, trying to... Oh, okay.
Limps? Not quite.
Okay, the BKB was still there.
Close. Yeah.
If you time that just right, it can be devastating. But the BKB is down.
Nice TP from Laurel as well. He TP'd the moment the basher stopped proccing, because then he has a very high chance of not getting a second bash on him, so he did get out of that one. But quite a funny
situation. Coming up soon. Collapse wants to take a fight. They're trying to apply all their pressure to the Spectre, but they don't have the break with them right now. As Mira taking the brunt of damage from Nisha on this ring. He's pop his BKB, wants to finish off the Invoker. He does so successfully. Now that's an instant buyback from him. As Nisha, only with one smoke screen to go, Collapse just trying to bash him down. He will do so. They will buy him back immediately, though. Now continuing on the fight is Boxy dies inside that kinetic field. Mickey trying to apply some pressure to Laurel. He's already at half health, but there's the break. Can they finish off the Spectre? But no, not going to be enough damage. At least not yet. But jumping in is Collapse to try to finish the job. But there's the Manta style, keeping him alive. Yotaro, though, very healthy, will claim the kill for himself. Now focusing on Zai, whose Primal Split is already down. Barely lives to the last Geminated attack. Big Stun Strike coming out. Double kill for Yotaro. And just like that, I mean, effectively it's a 4v3 right now, but there were some buybacks coming out.
It's a dieback on Riki. Nisha's game really starting to go down the drain here. He is now 6th on net worth, behind every... That fight, Collapse just keeps playing the angles with the ult, so beautifully executed from Spirit. Now 12k up. And if last game is anything to go by, Weaver is not struggling with killing Spectre late game as long as there's a break in play. So
yep, true.
You don't have to worry if you're a Spirit fan that they're going to run out of firepower. Tiny is also a little bit of a wild card in that regard. Sure, he's the one applying the Silver Edge, but he could technically Silver Edge hit and then get a couple of trees off with his BKB volley.
They force out Zai's BKB already. Taro will take that. He obviously still has his Aegis, so he's standing trying to get to the tower. Mickey coming in. They do a lot of damage to Yotaro, but he's going to be able to live through his onslaught. He's going to get glimpsed back, though. Satanic there as well. Satanic healing up nice and sound. Going for a potential kill onto Zai now instead. How is he still alive? This is basically a 4v1. Yotaro Shikuchi's away very safely as Collapse buying some time. With that crippling fear as the Primal Split is used from Zai. If they can't get anything out of this, it'll be a disaster for Liquid.
Got a BKB.
Comes back, but the BKB's there, and they effectively get no kill. The Night Stalker just coming up high ground, walking through terrain with that crippling fear. As this tier 2 tower will fall.
Tower has fallen.
Spirit positioning themselves for the Roshan to come. It is a minute until nighttime, so if it's not a fast spawn, it'll end up in the top area of the map. Who that ends up benefiting.
Well, I know one hero that likes when it's nighttime.
True.
I have my favorite for that type of fight.
Invisibility.
He has his ult anyway, so at this stage it doesn't really matter.
But even if, I mean, it means that if the fight extends really long, still we'll have an inherent advantage. Gate up here. Maybe try to get a flank move going. You do have a smoke on the
Ooh, really fast Roche. 8 seconds.
Oh, Mira gets caught immediately.
Yep, deleted. Does have buyback, though. That's a long respawn timer, though. Might have to buy back here if you want to contest Roche. There, crippling fear initiation from Collapse with the Nullifier, bringing Dark Willow down to her knees. Boxy's dead. Now Collapse standing his ground against Nisha. Doesn't really care about anybody. Primal Split already activated. Laurel swiftly killing a couple of them. He's gonna get pursued. He's gonna get dusted. In fact, now he's kind of all alone. He's gonna get Abyssal Bladed by Mickey inside that Static Storm. Now, big kill for Liquid. No buyback for Laurel at all. They do find Ricky on the other side, so big trade for the likes of Team Spirit. Now, Mickey trying to run away, being pursued. Nullifier with the blink from Collapse. Double kill for Yatoro. And Roche will be joining you very shortly.
And despite having that...
Digest that great joke. Time of death, whatever, 51 minutes, 40 seconds into the game. Pormi's available. Nobody's thinking about that, though, other than me. 9K lead for Spirit, which at this stage, not very much. But the building advantage definitely in their favor. Collapse popping the ult, looking for Zai. Crippling Fear is there. Pops the BKB. That's all they wanted to get out of it. Nisha trying to go on top. You can see Abyssal Blade onto Laurel, stuck inside the Static Storm, but pops his BKB of his own and will walk away safely. Everyone just trying to wait out this primal split now. Collapse, looking for Nisha. Nullifier still applied as Laurel kind of just stuck in place. He's going to eat the cheese to survive. Nisha's dead, though, as Collapse basically soloed him. Does have the buyback available. See if he expends it at this moment. Looks like Mickey's going to be next on the list, though.
No buyback on him.
That's big. No buyback for him, so that's a 4v5 essentially, with the buyback now coming out from Nisha. Collapse for the kill onto Zai. Tornado for the time being already at half HP. He's just melting under the pressure, and that's another hero without buyback on the Liquid side. Effectively 5 versus 3. And all is open for Spirit to potentially take this game number 3.
Used to be. That is for certain.
A couple more right clicks and down go the rest of the buildings. Mega Creep secured for Team Spirit. Now going for the tier 4s. That's the last fortification for Liquid now. Yatoro is using Satanic to take off Curse Crown, not even caring about anybody. There's so much building damage. Already both tier 4s down to Static Storm, putting all their efforts onto the Weaver. Laurel literally ignoring everybody, along with Collapse, as they will take down the Ancient, and Team Spirit secure themselves top 3.